Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy and this is Machinehead. You'll see in the title I've put the word classic. I mean, this is Davidian. She's from 1994. So classic means different things to different people. To some people it just means it's old, but to other people like me, it means it's a classic. It's a fantastic example of its genre, or like a classic car. You know, there's lots of old cars, but there aren't lots of classic cars. You know, some old Jaguar from 1960s is a classic car because it means something to people from that era and still today. And I think that's the same thing for me with classic songs. They're things that meant something at the time and still resonate. So why have I put classic on? And by the way, I'm a hypocrite. I don't always do that. Sometimes I put classic because I just think it's a classic to other people for different reasons. So I am a hypocrite. But this song, Davidian, this is from 1994. I think I mentioned that. And I'm not sure what I was watching in 1994. I suspect it was some program that was on in the early hours, which I've mentioned before, called it changed its name a few times. It was called Noisy Mothers, it was called the Power Hour. It was the same program, just some heavy metal program that was on at 3 o'clock in the morning. You had to record it on VHS and fast forward all the boring songs and all the stupid presenter bits. But wherever it was that I saw this, the first time I saw this, it literally changed my view, I think, on what was metal, because this is a serious statement of intent. This is the first time I'd come across Machinehead. This just came along and was just like, look at this kind of thing, you know, and you couldn't ignore it. Machinehead have not always put out fantastic songs, but they've certainly done enough to still deserve to be where they are today. I would go and see them live tomorrow. You know, the Locust album's just fantastic. So yeah, times change. You know, 1994 is a long time ago, so there was a new metal era, and I know all of that stuff. But Machinehead, they're a bit divisive as well. I think people have quite strong opinions about Machinehead. I don't know why. It might be to do with what they were doing you first encountered them. If they were in their new metal stage when you first encountered them and you don't like new metal, then that would colour your judgment from then onwards, sort of thing. But this was my first seeing of Machinehead, first hearing of Machinehead, and I can just remember just stunned, I think. So to me, this is a classic, because I also think that this paved the way for a lot of bands to go super heavy with some fantastic technical musicianship, and it's kind of, like I say, a statement of intent. It's not holding back. It's not kind of, there's no compromise. That's the best word. There is no compromise in this. It's just rah! So it was off this album, Burn My Eyes. It's pretty old now. I'm not sure how well it's aged, but this song, you could release this today. Could, you know, no problem. So, if you don't know this, you're in for a treat. I didn't cut that off. It just ends that way. Yeah, how shall we end the song, guys? What we'll do is we'll just go super heavy. Super heavy. In fact, we'll redefine what heavy means. It's just great. And the other thing that struck me when I was listening to that was that's 24 years old. How good does that 24 years? How good does that sound? How good is that production? There are bands today that would kill for a sound like that. That is just so good. It's a shame about it. I mean, the drummer. I love drummers, so it's a shame. That drummer, really, really good. But and this is a memory. So please correct me, because I know that some people out there will know far more about this than I do. But he had, I think it was anxiety, and he couldn't tour. So he had to leave the band. Not like they kicked him out. I don't think. I think it was just one of those things where he just couldn't carry on. So what a terrible shame. Just when you hit the big time and then suddenly I think it was anxiety. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure somebody will correct me. That's the best thing about this. It's the slowest version of Google ever, but it's more fun than Google. I just ask something and eventually the answer comes. But yeah, I mean, Machinehead, Davidian. How's that for saying hello world? We've come to steamroll you. And Machinehead has continued to produce some fantastic stuff. Go and check out their back catalog. Go and get the Locust album if you want to come fairly up to date. The latest album didn't leave as much of an impression on me as Locust, so go get Locust. And then branch out from there. Like I say, I haven't heard this for probably 20 years, so I'm not sure how it's aged. But that's the first song off this album, and that has not aged at all. I mean, maybe some of the visuals, but who cares about that when when you're listening to it off the CD or CD. Ooh, come back in time there. Yeah, basically all I'm going to do is just effusively go on and on about Machinehead if this video carries on. So thanks for watching, and let me know what you think. I bet there are some people out there that, like me, it's not that nowhere near did I start my metal journey then. My metal journey started when metal appeared, but yeah, this was like one of those milestones, I think, where something changed, I think, for me. And I'm sure there are other people out there who either their metal journey did begin with this, like their metal journey, or like me, saw it as a standout song. So yeah, to me, this is a classic. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. It's just great. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.